Forgotten history of tanks. Before tanks, if you go way, way back to the old half tracks, I actually did have a half track with a snow blade on it and also a dirt moving blade. Like I said, if you go back to the old half tracks and go back before Germany was a war superpower, back before I actually owned the whole country, basically. I bought the country and turned it into a manufacturing powerhouse, pretty much. But if you go way, way, way back before Germany, basically Germany produced a lot of things, and they were using the minerals from my Panama project. Like I said, I was digging Panama, just digging out all the rock and all the dirt, had moved all the dirt off to the side. I was going good over there. And then they're bringing they were smelting some ore there in Panama, and then they were taking the bulk of it back to Germany. And in Germany, they're making high-grade iron. And what we were doing is we were making blades, little half tracks and blades, and we were testing the tracks and the tank undercarriages with versus like hillsides. Like they would take it up on a side slope and make sure that the track would stay on, and the track would usually pop off. You know, there's a lot of different variants where the tracks kept popping off, and they would get twisted on the rollers or pop off the back sprocket and stuff like that. But we produced a half track with a snow blade on the front, and I think we started doing little hydraulics and stuff like that, so it could pick up. So it's like the half track, and then there was like a little blade that could like push some dirt, not very well, and you tend to go like this, you know, like where the truck front end comes off the ground, and mostly it was for snow. It did really good snow, and they built a couple different variants with like a V blade on it, you know, like it was like this, and we also did like the blade, and they would go, and we also did like a three-way pivot blade basically on the half track, so it could like pivot, you know, like that, and for snow work and stuff like that. And the half tracks were really popular. Like they sold and produced those things like you wouldn't believe. I mean, they really sold a lot of them, and they were great for snow. They go, you know, the half track. People love the half track. Like if you went to Canada back in like 1880 or 1900 or 1910, you would see nothing but half tracks there, or like in Alaska or I mean in what was it, Russia. If you went up to Russia, you would see nothing but half tracks there. Everything was a half track. You know, it was just because they could go over anything. They wouldn't get stuck. People love them. They had a lot of those little traction, those little half track motorcycle things where you just twist the little wheel and then, you know, those things were really Alaska or and up in Canada and a lot of places. People love those things. Like they couldn't get enough of them. We couldn't keep them in the stores long enough. Like I said, there was a financial system. We were making money. And then at some point in time, it was Renault and basically my Germany factories. And basically at some point in time, I was like, all right, I'm buying Germany because I love Germany. I like Germany. I'm buying Germany. So I just bought Germany. And like I said, with the Panama Canal project, I mortgaged Germany. After I'd bought Germany for a little bit of money, I mortgaged the money in order to continue building Germany and to basically buy America outright. I basically put Germany on the auction block. I was like, all right, I'm putting it down. Oh God, I hope this is a good idea. Or no, Lord, I hope this is a good idea. So I like mortgaged Germany. Basically my interest in Europe, which was basically Germany, some of Russia, pretty much. I mortgaged it on the purchase of basically Panama, America, you know, I was moving over. So basically I was mortgaging it to buy America I mean, not to buy America, but to build America. I was building my country. I was like, all right, I'm going to mortgage this on Panama and the other projects. So I put it all in, and Germany was like, we're not going to let you fail. Don't worry. Yeah, Germany just said, well, we didn't know you were actually like putting us up, putting our whole country and us up as collateral. And I was like, yeah, well, you gotta you gotta take a bet. So I mean, I mean, it was a huge thing. I mean, considering I was putting everything on the line for that. I mean, my interest in Germany, it was my Germany interest, and some people said, "Oh, you lost all your money." It's like, no, I didn't actually. It worked out really good, because, like I say, Germany found a way to mine 80 or 90% of the mineral content out of Panama. Like, they can get 90% out of the rock, 90% or 92% of all usable material out of any rock. If it's in there, they'll find it. And so once they found out what I had done, they were like, "You're not going to fail, don't worry." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So they worked their butts off, and we turned Germany into this like industrial sumo powerhouse. And like, Germany worked really hard, and we, like I said, we got the ammonium nitrate. My scientists worked really hard, and we researched ammonium nitrate, how to get the production values of the farms up. Like, we hit that thing all the way. And then like I said, we had nuclear power. We had the thorium reactors, but it was dangerous. And I was like, we've done hydropower in the past. I think we ought to just go hydropower. There's plenty of water out there. We have the and that's another thing, is we had to slow down the water too. Coming out of Panama, when it comes down the river, it was coming down too fast, and so they had to slow it down. So I was like, well, let's put a power generator in there. We'll generate power, and we'll slow down the water, and it's perfect, right? And it has like a bypass tube, I think, like that, in case we're taking too much, something. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, though, but yeah, we did all this stuff, and Germany was like, "Whee!" The people of Germany were like, like, just like going for it. I mean, we revolutionized the world. We just like, like a nuclear bomb, just as explosion. And but I said, I bet Germany. I put it on the line, and my German people did not let me down. And then, like I say, when Africa tried to attack Europe and Germany, I was like, all right, and that's when I was just like, I'm just going to sell out of Germany, or just, cut down my interest in Germany. I mean, and as far as I was concerned, I was like, well, let's go live in America. We've done it here. Let's go live over there. So, like I say, I started moving people over, and we started doing model crab farm, model dairy farm, model cotton farm. The Germans were like, all right, so this is the most efficient, best way we think we can do it. And then they would go do it, and then they would write. I mean, the Germans were amazing. I love Germany. Like, oh, I miss them. I want to go back to my Germans and my British. I really do miss them. Like, they were like amazing. Just absolutely the best people I ever worked with. Absolute best. And they worked really hard, and anyway, and they were super honest, just like the most honest people next to China or Japan.